Okay, students, today we are going to discuss about the famous Mendel's experiments. He did a series of experiments as we have discussed in last lecture. What he actually did was he took pure plants which breeds true to their parents and named it the parental generation or the P generation. These are the plants which breed true to their parents. Breeding true means a yellow seed plant is giving rise only to yellow seeds. There is no mixing. Similarly, a green seed is giving rise only to green seeds. So, so as we know now that they are homozygous in condition. He obtained such plants by selfing the plant for many generations and discarding all the plants which bear different colors of seeds. He crossed these pure breeds to get the F1 generation. This F1 generation has all the yellow seeds, the phenotype. We only talk about the phenotype here. When he self-fertilized F1 plant, F1 generation, he got three yellow and one green seed. Means in the ratio. He obtained the seeds and their phenotypic ratio is 3 is to 1. This is the phenotypic ratio of the plant. So what did the Mendel do? He took a plant and fertilize it at his will, and then obtain all the seeds from the pod. उसकी फलियों के सभी seeds collect कर लेते थे, and from all these seeds he checked each and every seed for its character to reduce some loss later on. So he took the parental generation, as I told you earlier. He took the parental generation of pure characters. He took yellow seeds and green seeds plants, which are pure, and crossed between these pure lines. He crossed plants of yellow seeds and green seed. So what he basically did, he took a yellow seed. Suppose this is the yellow seed and a green seed. Suppose this is the green seed. Sowed them both. उन दोनों को उगा दिया गया. And the plants so produced, he took the anthers or the male parts from here, pollens, and put it on the stigma of the female plant. He did it otherwise also. All the yellow seeds, he took some male parts from here and put them on the female parts of the green seeds. This is the reciprocal cross. So when he collected all the seeds all the seeds so formed, he collected all the seeds from here and all the seeds from here also, and named them F1 generation. So you notice that all the seeds in F1 generation, they may be from the yellow one or the green one. When he self them and produced the plants as we discussed in the last slide, and collected the seeds again, all the seeds are yellow. Please bear in mind that this is the phenotype. He then sold all the yellow seeds from F1 generation, the yellow seeds so collected. He again sowed them, and to his surprise, he sowed them and collected all the seeds again, and he got the seeds in the ratio of 3 is to 1, means yellow is to green. इन प्लांट्स के इन प्लांट्स के जो येलो सीड्स बने थे, इन सबको उगाने से जो नए प्लांट्स बने, उनके ऊपर जो सीड्स लगे वो कुछ येलो थे और कुछ ग्रीन थे, एंड दे आर इन द रेशियो ऑफ 3:1. He repeated the experiment with all other characters and got approximately the same result, 3:1. Whether these are round or wrinkled seed, in F1 generation all are round, and when he sowed all the round seed on those plants, he got 5,474 round and 1,850 wrinkled seed. So again 2.93:1, 3:1. Every character showed the same 3:1 ratio in F2 generation. Whereas in F1 generation, only dominant phenotype is present. So all the contrasting characters of seeds of F2 generation are in 3:1. He showed the, for example, smooth to wrinkled seeds. Smooth to wrinkled seed. Now he took all the wrinkled seeds from F2 generation. He took all the wrinkled seed from F2 generation and sowed them again and let them self-fertilize. The results are every seed is wrinkled. So every wrinkled seed of F2 generation, when self-fertilized, gave rise to only wrinkled seeds every time. So these may be the homozygous. Actually, these are homozygous. What about the remaining three? Now he took the smooth seeds collected in F2 generation. He took the 565 round seeds, again smooth seeds. He took 565 smooth seeds from F2 generation, which is a dominant character, and sowed them, allowed them to self-fertilize, and collected all the seeds were produced of the 565 plants. 565 plants के ऊपर जितने भी सीड लगे थे उनको कलेक्ट किया गया. Out of those seeds, 565, he observed that 193 plants are such which only produce the smooth seeds. So suppose this is a single plant having numerous pods, and when he collected all the seeds, 193 प्लांट्स ऐसे थे जिनके ऊपर सिर्फ स्मूथ सीड थे. इन एवरी पॉड, हर एक फली के अंदर सिर्फ स्मूथ सीड थे. एंड रिमेनिंग 372 प्लांट्स ऐसे थे जिनके अंदर दोनों टाइप के सीड्स थे. किसी फली में स्मूथ सीड थे, किसी फली में रिंकल्ड सीड थे. तो रिमेनिंग 372 plants have both types of seed, smooth as well as wrinkled, and they are again in the proportion of 3:1. So all the seeds produced in F2 generation, which are smooth in phenotype, are actually in the ratio of 1:2:1 genotypic ratio. Means 1 represent these 193 plants. Again 1 having smooth genotype as well as phenotype. This one has represent a wrinkled seed having genotype and phenotype of wrinkled seed, and these two represent the phenotypic phenotypic smooth plants, but their genotype is again 3 is to 1. Then they are mixture, they are heterozygous. So based on his experiment, he deduced three different laws, the famous laws of Mendel. One is a law of dominance, which suggests that out of two contrasting characters, say smooth and wrinkled seeds, out of two contrasting characters, only one expresses itself in F1 generation. It is called the dominant character. So here the smooth seed is said to be the dominant character, whereas a wrinkled seed is the recessive one. Second is the law of segregation. Law of segregation states that when a pair of contrasting characters, the factors or the genes, are present in heterozygous condition, they do not blend and separate during gamete formation. It was earlier thought that the characters blend to produce a character which is in between the two characters, but he suggested that when the gametes are formed, they segregate. Segregation means to separate. They separate during gamete formation. So the round seed is giving rise to the round gamete, and the wrinkled seed is giving rise to the wrinkled gamete. And if there is a heterozygous condition, suppose there is a chromosome in which the round and wrinkled both characters are present and the gametes are formed, the gametes will be round as well as the wrinkled. They separate during gamete formation. Then the law of independent assortment. Law of independent assortment says that genes located in different pair of chromosomes. Suppose this is one chromosome, there is another chromosome having a yellow and green seed character. So factors located in different pair of chromosome are independent of one another in their segregation during gamete formation. They don't have any effect on each other. When the gametes are formed, a gamete for round seed will be formed, a gamete for wrinkled seed will be formed, a gamete for yellow seed will be formed, and a gamete for green seed will also be formed. This generally happens. This can be explained by dihybrid cross. Dihybrid cross says that when we took two different characters, say here parental generation has a yellow and a round seed, and another recessive characters are wrinkled and green seed. This is wrinkled and green seed. This is yellow and round seed. So gametes so formed are YR and YR, and the phenotypic character of the F1 generation will be yellow and round. The gametes formed from this will be capital Y, small r, small capital Y, small. The gametes formed from this will be capital Y, capital R, capital Y, small y, capital R, small y, small r. And so is here the sperms and the eggs. When we put them in a Punnett square, we got the ratio of 9 yellow round. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 green and round, 3 green and round. 3 yellow wrinkled, 1, 2, and 3 yellow wrinkled, and 1 green wrinkled. So this ratio is 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. If we take only one character out of this, say count only the yellow seeds. How many yellow seeds are there? Irrespective of their round or wrinkled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. There are 12 yellow seeds. And how many green? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 4 green seeds. So what is the ratio? 12 is to 4 or 3 is to 1. 4 3 is 12, 3 is to 1. Similarly, you can count the round and wrinkled seed. Their ratio is again 12 is to 4 or 3 is to 1. So the monohybrid and dihybrid ratio is same. The dihybrid ratio is 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1, whereas monohybrid, when we take only one character, is 3 is to 1. Thank you.